Yo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. SIS TAMARA, the opulent Steve. And if it's your first time tuning in, please make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. And please do share with your friends and family. It's a vibe. So as you know, before I start or I go into a video, I shout out businesses, small businesses. So for this week, I am shouting out my own business, SIS TAMARACleans, as I'm going back into business. It's time to work now. And also my dear friend, Cindy. I always call her Sindiswa Magidla Matiwana. I'm gonna drop details zakhe down below. She's a stylist and she does she's put my girl on. So anyways, without any further ado, for this video, I decided about that you get to know SIS Tamara tag, or ask SIS Tamara tag. I think I should just call it as a ask SIS Tamara tag or whatever, or and yeah. So I probably didn't even know about it because kind of posted across socials, but this is what's happening. I was having a conversation with one of my avid viewers, my infinity flame, my infinity fan, but like she's always tuning in and she's always giving me feedback here and we are comment and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking for my next videography. And she's like, okay, now I'm gonna send you questions, and I thought it's probably going to be one or two, but it was actually more than that. So yeah, I'm just going to go through questions that I got from her Clay installment, and then maybe for my next Ask SIS Tamara, I'll have questions from Abantu Abaninzi. So anyways, wish me luck. I did not go through his questions before actually deciding to shoot this video, but as you can see, I tried to show up today. So not going to say now much or pendula because wow, we can't just get the questions that I show. But anyways, so yeah, the first question is, are you completely done ngoku ngesa stage se braids? Kwakunjani ngoku awuqala ufakela i-braids, like wawungoyiki bra uchongwa? So okay, so history sam se braids. This is how it started. Going back to first year UJ to Suga AM, from Eastern Cape, small town, to Suga King, was at an all boys school. So I've always been known as this heterosexual person basically. And then that's when I was like, yeah, you know what, okay, grade 11, started hanging out with my openly queer then friends, okay, till this day. So but still I was, and the funny uti, I was straight acting, because it's not like I was straight acting or anything, but I was more straight presenting, or but I think get, And then grade 12 it was the same thing, slowly, but I think I would do away from school and stuff like that, and away from family. Then but not to the core, So that got to UJ, must you see different personalities and stuff like that. I think I've always had this thing about I want to experiment. I want to know. I want to sing Thomas. In fact, I will believe it when I see it and I do it. So the praise was the thing of and I was still very homophobic towards myself too at that point, So I think it was a part of me being rebellious to this thing of me always having to appear as straight as possible. I think by giving defense mechanism of ndinga kukelwa kakhulu, or ndinga kungabikho backlash, okay, no, not much attacking from abantu who are actually homophobic. So yeah, man, no ndangoyiki actually, because I think into dibene nojongwa kakhulu for mna, it's always stemmed from a place of being rebellious against societal norms, especially after I was like, you know what, this is who I am, so you know what, middle finger to whoever is gonna try and make me feel otherwise, So no, man, I was a bit skeptical because they're overthinker, obviously. So now, before I actually decided to go get braids, I'd ask, but what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What, But I think, just as a choyam, as you would say now and again, but he was living vicariously through me at the time. So why didn't he get us? So, but you know what? You must do it, baby girl. Am I done? I don't think I am, man, because I'm a very dynamic person. Like, and fluid too. I am very fluid. Like, whatever I want to do, but ngoku ndikwi stage of short hair, no bleacher, okanye I'm probably gonna go into different colors now. So that's where I am right now. Because also ngumsebenzi ke san. Because it's like nah, in fact, and I think we face between being ipara and also being Islam. So anyways, yeah, the second question is, you grew up ujola with girls, brackets, Wesupika, what jola no, I'm not gonna call his name, I'm not gonna say his name, what jola no, T, is there any girl apo wow actually in love nayo, like ube turned on and ish when kissing okanye, you've always been into boys? So I think the question, and this is even me getting to understand for myself in the Urbana, because I'm about to when did you know you were gay? Have you always been gay? What's this thing about? Because Tina squares and stuff like that, you know. So I think and then is community, society, however you want to put it, in the kuyo. It's very patriarchal, it's male dominated, and it's that thing of boys should be boys and boys will be boys, you know. So it was all these pressures, as much as obviously I feel like, as cliche as this might be, probably won't get every other queer person the worst signs you felt in this chile but they already had homophobia so now obviously first of all. So that's what I knew. I did not know otherwise, you know, because also the only exposure that I probably had, especially in the same especially in the same, you know, not even I was in high school, the only exposure to queer folk or stubborn and stuff like that was when they were being bashed, they were being bad mouthed, and stuff like that, you know. So every time other people would be like, how in name of it would be like, it would create that even further, that wall would go higher and higher, you know. So I've come to understand, Ubana, I don't think I was really romantically, because also I feel like your connections go further, like zit deeper, man. It's not just you are a heterosexual person that is attracted to another heterosexual person. That the connection that you guys have is more than that, you know. So it's more than just Nina being also heterosexual, whatever I'm trying to say. So I think I've come to understand that I was not in love. I'm not gonna lie, I was not in love. Yes, maybe I did like the person, or whatever I felt was validated at the time, because it's what I know. Because also ifana sayibeka njani ngenza umsekelo ngantoni na, ifana nomuntu okhula ene low self esteem, ekhuliswa ehleli nje uyachazelwa kaloku ba vele awuyonto, you will not amount to anything, no uphela uyibeliever loo nto, and unfortunately iba reality yakho. So I guess at the time that was my reality, because xa ndihleli namajita nee-boys kuthethwa kanje ngabantu who are queer, and now this is what's expected. Xa ungumjita fanele ube kanti you having sex at a very early age, you're having sex with girls, have to have a lot of girls, zingezazi into yobana you have to be forceful towards girls, into ezinjalo. So I don't think I was really in love. I still very much care, especially this one girl that I was in a relationship with for quite a few years. I got to a point where I understood that as much as I was not romantically in love or attracted, I still care for her, you know. But it was just weird and awkward, because obviously now this girl Nguye who was in my life, I was seeing her when I came out as bisexual. That's when I was starting to understand myself. So yeah, no, I think I probably have always been attracted. I've always been queer. I've always been attracted to guys, because gay, especially back then, I'd get drunk. You know how they always say that, get drunk once and then you try to suppress it. So I was one of those people. Do I think I might be turned on by girls though? To be honest, I'm a very hypersexual, I'm a very sexual person. So I find myself in a situation where it's an orgy or a threesome, whatnot, and I'm not gonna lie, there are girls that are hot, and I think this is me sexualizing the question, but yeah, but I think I should actually make a video about that, because we were having a conversation of this as about 18, because there's this other lesbian girl that I am but now it's like, what does that mean? Are you pansexual? What are you? But anyways, yeah. Third question, 18. Njenge une anxiety, did starting your own YouTube channel help? Have you ever considered counseling? So, going into this whole anxiety thing. So, abantu abanaziyo, a lot of people that know me, like, deep. I think I never really even knew that Dungundu suffers from anxiety, because also ukhula kwethu uyabazi abazali bethu, especially black parents, banalantu bana no uyageza, especially when it comes to into ezidibene mental health. You are looking for attention, especially like xa uzawuthi une anxiety ne-depression nentoni, no, you are looking for attention into nezinto. So me being me and always trying to fix ingxaki zam and fix myself, it's either I'm there okanye it's either I think I'm too polarized also, so I did not even believe, or I did not even understand that I probably do suffer from anxiety. So it was also a thing of trying to understand, what does that even mean, because now omnye umuntu will expect you to have your panic attacks okanye uzawujonga into ezithile for you to be even considered, because kaloku thina sihleli nje siyadiagnosa and isigulo somnye umuntu siphezulu kunesomnye umuntu bezinjalo. So going back to the question though, oh yeah, nuts. So yeah, I think it's helped, because I think it was me taking myself out of the comfort zone more, really, because I think here's the thing, I think I've always told myself, whatever it may be, since my first year at UJ, I've always known, we even tried doing this YouTube thing, notice it. I've always known that I see myself in this space. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I even ended up dropping out from doing psychology, because I wanted to pursue something in the arts space, So I've always known that I want to be in this space. I want to be on TV. I want whatever. I just see myself as a performer. Not I dibana famous or anything like that. But now, at the same time, as much as I think that's why I probably embody my alter egos, or because when people meet me and I'm very timid, they expect SIS Tamara, but at the same time, I'm like, guys, you have to understand that it's SIS Tamara. It's me trying to be more confident. And when that started, I was not aware. Also around the time of braids, I was embodying someone else. Not saying the imposter or anything like that. It's part and parcel no Tamara or any other alter egos that I had. So I shied away from starting my YouTube channel for a very long time, because I had the fear of being scrutinized and judged, because I also suffer from Londo of I'm a perfectionist. I've been told that I'm also a control freak. So yeah, so that's probably why I also did like a cool videos about this and this and this and this and this. So anyways, so when I finally started my YouTube channel, it was me telling myself, Bana, you know what, you want to be in the entertainment industry so bad, you need to start some way. Finally wins the window for yourself. You must put yourself out there, because I went to audition this other time. I ran back auditions and she didn't send because wow, got there, this other guy and it was an advert for Telkom. We have to dance, stuff like that. I baby boy, the casting director has stopped yonke indo. I'm telling how are you in this industry, but we a simple task like this, because you should know, Bana, you are forever being scrutinized, you are judged and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, let me just do it. Whatever happens, happens. And I think it's me trying to teach myself dealing with that. with knowing that I'm not really as perfect as I'd like to be. And yeah, so it has helped me. It really has helped me when it comes to counseling. Also doing lamdum, I was like, I probably can fix myself, and I always find counsel in abantu abaninzi, so I'm like my friends and stuff like that. But doing lamdum mhlambi, I don't know why I'm making sense. I will ask you something, but I already know the answer, or I already know what I want to hear. I'm not saying I just refute it, you know. But yeah, so counseling, I was supposed to go to a session actually last week Friday, but also I had to think about it, because now I think I deal with myself better now, more especially now around this time, starting last year towards the end this year. And in Dibona Londo, when it comes to substances, that's why I decided to cut out everything in cigarettes, whatever you call it. And now in the Aselaka and Lapo, it's not a problem anymore. So counseling, I don't mind. I'm open to going to therapy, but yeah, for now it's not as hectic as it was. So yeah. Oh, and then question number 4 is, Bra, I am so sorry for asking you this question, but the curious manyan, when having sex, if I'm who's being hit at the back, how do you come? I've never had anal sex, bra, so I wouldn't know. I'm so sorry. Emojis in it. So a lot of people are very interested in when it comes to the sex part. Oh, when it comes to sex of homos or queer people. So, and a lot of people just assume because of how I present most of the time, they just assume I'm bottom. So I think a lot of people, like, you should know by now what bottom, top, verse is. So yeah, so basically top, you give, bottom, you take, verse, you do both, you give and you take. Verse top, you give more but you take once in a while. Verse bottom, you take more but you give once in a while. So I'm verse, I don't labels. I'm verse, and for a very long time I struggled with the fact that I'm verse, but I'm being told that I'm bottom, or I seem bottom. Oh, I'll go bottom now, and bottom, you know. So that's also something that I had to deal with. But now I am confident in saying, you know what, because now I understand, and I'm denying this guy would never taught me it's too feminine, but now it's also preference, you know, because I'm more into your macho masculine niggas and stuff like that, which I'm more open now, and even being topped by more feminine presenting guys. But anyway, so yeah, me, I invest going to this thing of how do you come. So I'm sure, I don't know if you know, but the reason why anal sex is not, let me speak on my part, especially for guys, because I wouldn't know how anal is for you girls, right? Because in Domazanale, who's asking these questions. So for guys, we have a prostate. Prostate is like the G spot. A lot of people call it H spot for men, and that's yeah. Yes, it's where it's at. It's where it's at, Nana. So yeah, so that's why anal is nice. But I took a very long time to get used to it. But now we are doing the things. But anyways, I feel weird answering this question. It's like that time to Gumtu, who's always talking and is always open to target sex. But yeah, anyways. So how do you come? I think I've only had not more than 5 instances where I came without even touching myself when I was bottoming, right? And yazi, but it was the sex was out of this world that I did not have to touch myself, because most of the time it's either your top is touching you and makes you come while he's doing the deed, or you make yourself come, whatever, or you don't even come. Sometimes I don't even come, because I think also it depends how sometimes I don't even want to be touched, I just want to be plowed, you know. So yeah, that's how it happens. So if you are lucky enough, you will come without having to touch yourself. And am I saying now you should try anal out? I am an advocate for sexual exploration, stuff like that. And yes, as long as you do it properly, a lot of lube and gentility, I'm just okay. So yeah, that's that. Question number 5 is for umntu ohlezi nje uyagoa, because apparently the queen of Unko, of which I will clearly take the title. For umntu ohlezi nje uyagoa, have you ever contemplated death? How did you manage to take yourself out of low zone? Funny story, guess I remember the only time I've tried to self-harm. I've tried to self-harm once, and I think it was in primary. And I think in Doye Tibene, I was struggling with it boils down to independent sexuality, because now you are this kid that's literally trying to live their life, but in a lape family they can see obviously bana you tambile and stuff like that. So all these remarks and stuff like that, because people at the time, all these remarks, and then you trying, but now you can't pinpoint about what am I doing wrong? Is there anything that am I doing wrong? Anyways, you know. And then I think I was in a very dark place at the time, and I think something was happening between myself and my grandmother, and no one knows this at my house, but yeah, this is me saying it. I tried cutting myself and get blade. Let me tell you guys, like yo, it was so painful. And I think at the time, because Ndimlo was also easily influenced, because I remember this up and get played school in way who had a scar here, and I felt like it looks cute, so I also want a scar doing there. So I don't think I've ever contemplated death. And is more, I think it has to do with self more than the external factors. It has to do with self. I think I self-sabotage kakulu. That works over time. And how do I get myself out? I think I've really made it a thing of banandens or going to your self affirmation. It's easier said than done, I'm not gonna lie. But I think also I would like to think I don't have chronic depression. It's not that deep, but sometimes, because now my thing was also being depressed is, you know, we are you can see it, but until I was told that I was but depressed to be or happy, and I think my happiness most of the time stemmed from making other people happy. Like a lot of the times, until I get to a point where I feel like I've been pouring out of my cup for so much that I'm empty, and now and then no, people always want, people take, not also being aware that I'm doing that, I'm allowing people to do that to me, because happiness it comes from actually seeing other people happy and making other people happy. Also, I think, but it comes from we have a lot of traumas too. Yeah, now, because the more cooler, the more born by, I think also I probably do have daddy issues and stuff like that. So at the time I'm not aware of by root cause, but now I think I'm more open with myself. I'm honest, because like being honest with yourself. And especially when you always want to be in the right, you want to be perfect, you being honest with yourself is very hard. And once back dark place, because kunzima too, because I think the minute you are honest with yourself, it's easier to tackle it's easier to see when what part have you played going to engine. So yeah, no, I don't think I have contemplated death. I have had times where I was like, I think it would have been better if I was not I was not alive, or I never existed. I've had those thoughts. But had I been a different person, had I had a different journey, if I was straight and stuff like that. But no, I haven't. And then number 6 is, do you ever picture or fantasize about having your family? I'm a very family-oriented individual, but now I'm an overthinker and stuff like that. So my thing is, because we were actually having this conversation with my parents. So my dad is like, we were driving down to Eastern Cape, so we did, I guess, how I present how it in like literally trying to make them understand by okay, a transgender person just because I'm gay does not necessarily mean I want to be a girl, and umtu who presents as a girl who is in actual fact a transgender woman, that does not mean they want to be a girl. They are in fact a girl. It was in gender, but yeah, anyways. And but sifuna abazukulwana noba uyi-1 kaloku, but I'm like, nah guys, andizokwazi zokwenza njani umntana now ndingenamali, hayi kaloku that does not matter, uzazohlala nathi, uzaba ngowethu, stuff like that. But I'm like, no, I think I snapped, and it was, and as it just came out of nowhere, I'm like, no, the one thing I'm not gonna do is put umnana wam through the same traumas that I went through, because as much as I grew up in a very loving and warm family, yonke lonto, I was not aware that I have daddy issues, commitment issues. I would not want that. I don't want that. So the only thing that's standing in my way from ubanumdana is, I think it's first and foremost financial stability and yeah, young londo. But also I don't think I'm mature enough yet. I don't think I've grown emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, because I think I'm still very selfish, and rightfully so. I'm allowed, But yeah, going back to the question, yeah, I don't fantasize. I know I will have a family. I want to have a family. Is it with a partner or is it single vibes? No, by AP, as long as I know, I'm gonna show up for umdana wam, and I'm gonna try to eliminate any other traumas. But so I'm not saying so doesn't be quite traumas, but it has minimized as a traumas about. And then the last question is, when will it stop? Oh, okay, no, we are elaborate. So when will the fun stop? When will the fun stop, right? And then what I mean, number 7 is that land of always drinking, going out partying, etc. Is opela nini? Do you see yourself uyekilena, or that's the route, or are you escaping from something? Like, I don't know why I sometimes feel like uguti something is eating you up from the inside. So ngogo, you need the fun as a distraction. I'm a social worker, bruh, so I like overthinking. I'm sorry. And yeah, I did tell her, Bana, you must never apologize, because I'm also an overthinker, and I'm really, really open to being asked whatever and trying to answer as honest as possible. So yeah, answering your question, I think I don't think now where I am in the present moment, no, I don't use substance as an escape. And actually ndiyayonqena udibana in-substance because ndicinga after effect, andisayidibana into yebhabhalaza, andisayidibana into yemigowo. That's why I cut weed, I don't do drugs. I just drink now. I haven't smoked cigarettes like in the approach 3 years smoke, I think, yeah, because now it was a crutch at some point. So yeah, no, I'm not escaping from anything, because yeah, as I said, a question, because now I'm more honest with myself, and I'm more honest to critique, and I'm so icky. I was too fearful of some truths in my life, so now there's nothing I'm escaping from. And you niggas, just because you see me having a jolt now and again does not mean I have fun all the time. I think when I do have fun, I go all out. So that's why people always think that ndingu, and yeah, I do understand why you'd feel like that, because there was a point where I was gloomed, but also no, I'm not running away from anything. I did use it as escape, because I remember I was having a conversation, only I was aware of this, but once it's Thursday, my weekend clock kicks in, I have to drink. Go. Like, I'm not even, like, I enjoy my own company. I don't mind being alone. Nange weekend, aksekondo, like, it's second nature to me now in Durban. And to be indoors in bed, I'd rather eat junk and watch a series or a movie or whatever in bed nobody phumi, because also in the phuma kumgo ngapha andisebenza fanele bethi ichitho semali netoni outfits ngapha, we have to show up. So no, yeah, I don't think ndizawuyeka ndingumuntu obumnandi, guys. Andizoprocess. I don't think bumnandi ndizawuze ndibuyeke, mhlawumbi ndizawufika, because I really believe bana inoba ndizawuyeka usela at some point, but bumnandi andiqondi, because bumnandi, guys. The life of the party myself, so I don't think. So yeah, anyways, that's the last question. I hope I tried doing this thing. Yeah, it's my first time answering questions. So yeah, just please do like, share, comment, tell me what I could do better and stuff like that. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your week and the weekend and the week that comes until we see each other on the fifth side of life. Continue go to Amazi or Nomeleza because the philosophy. So what do I have for you guys? Yes, fail. In the words of my dear brother Obambanani, show me fail. A lot of the times we are scared of failing, but fail and fail some more, because that way you can come back, rise like a phoenix, or still a babe. And failing does not mean you are down and out. The fact that you are pagamis after failing says a lot about you and your character. And know that you are destined for great things. You are destined for great things. But anyways, SIS TAMARA Bandwana is signing out now until we meet again. I am gonna post on socials another ask SIS TAMARA installment. But if you whatever you want, you can just hit me up, DMs, whatever you want. Advice, you want an advice from this old lady, whatever, I'm there for you. Anyways, take care, Nitanda, and thank you so much for the support. The family keeps on growing, and I hope it will grow until it grows. Mwah.